Ever since I moved to LA, I've struggled with creating personal content. I found myself not ready to create something every time I attempted to turn on my camera. As a freelance creative, you are tasked to come up with your own ideas, and I shot down every single idea I came up with because I felt like I could have executed the same idea back home in Seattle. Instead of forcing something, I ultimately decided to take a step back, gather all my thoughts, and make this video. What is up, gang? Today I wanted to go over a shoot that I did last week. You may have already seen the photos on my Instagram, but it was the shoot I did with these Air Max DNs. By the way, I'm not paid to say this, but these Air Max DNs are the most comfortable Air Maxes I've ever stepped foot in. This white and blue colorway is dope. I really like there's an all black colorway that I got that I wear pretty often. So if you're in the market for a comfortable pair of Nikes, Air Max DNs, I would highly, highly recommend them. Not paid to say that. But for those of you that have been following me since the very beginning, I really appreciate you, first off. But you know that I got into this whole content creating game because I started taking photos of my sneaker collection and my friends wearing cool outfits. And if you've been around for that long, you know that I started picking up jobs and campaigns and projects by doing what I loved, which was taking photos of sneakers. Then the whole TikTok and Instagram Reel phase came around, which made me and other creatives need to shift into making short form videos because that's what the clients wanted. Don't get me wrong, I loved learning, I loved creating videos and short form content for all that matters. But it made me realize that I haven't picked up my camera to take photos in months. Like I haven't, for fun at least, I haven't picked up my camera to take photos of sneakers or just tell a story through a still image in months. Like I can't remember the last time I picked up my camera and felt the same way I did when I was taking these photos of these Air Maxes last week. Which then made me realize that the whole reason I moved to LA was to rekindle that creative spirit that I had when I first got into taking photos of product and sneakers and just telling stories through concepts that I would come up with. But yeah, like I said in the intro, I did really feel very stuck in what kind of content I should be creating or I want to create. Not even should be, like, damn, that is so whack that I said I should be creating, because any art form, any content that you create should be from the heart and should be something that you love doing to the fullest. Going out to take these photos just kind of made me feel like I was creating art again. Like it made me feel like I was building my own world through my own lens, and it just like got me excited to make something again. It like gave me the same feeling of making that first YouTube video. I don't know if you guys watched the first YouTube video. If you guys did, really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. But it really made me feel like I was creating something from my heart again. It made me feel like I was creating something that I loved and creating something that I was proud to make. But yeah, for any of y'all that are feeling stuck, I say just go back to why you picked up the camera or started filming something in the first place. Before I start yapping, let's get into this photo shoot that I did with my homie Miles, David, and the person behind the camera was Adrian. Shout out to Adrian. But yeah, the whole reason I grabbed these Air Maxes to shoot was to just relive the good old days and go out and shoot for fun and create something that I had conceptualized in my mind. In the future, I just want to show y'all the process of what it's like to shoot behind the scenes, because I think that's what the whole goal of this YouTube channel is to kind of show y'all what it's like to be a commercial photographer or someone that just creates for a living. Because my goal is to always inspire and hope y'all retain some sort of value from something that you watch. But yeah, enjoy the behind the scenes of the shoot, and I'm gonna show you how I edited everything afterwards, so stay tuned.
I was like surprised at what she lost though.
All right, so we out here shooting. We are in, what's this place called again? Ascot Hills. We're in Ascot Hills shooting a little spec ad promo for some Nike Air Maxes I picked up. Air Max DN in this white and blue colorway. I had a couple ideas to shoot with them. I got Miles back here. He's gonna be the model for today.
Bro, this is sick.
Legendary!
Yeah. White button up, the black tie, some jorts, and we had to throw some sportswear in there, so I grabbed him the tried and true Nike Tech fleece to run over. We'll see what this looks like in a bit. Hopefully it turns out fire, because that's all we got. We really have no other choice. But.
Once upon a time, 2006 if I had to guess, Weezy F baby was proving to us he was the best. I was kick pushing and diamond dollars right on my feet. Saved up every penny, sacrificed any meal I could eat. Dedication 3, the prequel broke my shell.
Yo, that's sick.
That's what I'm doing the Macarena. My big homies picking they planes based on the mattress. Yo, big homies hoping these women claim him on taxes. Google my net worth and I laugh. That's just a fraction. These ideas are stuck in the air. Straight doing backflips.
The second frame will be no shoe, but you look like the reaction of like, where to go?
Back to Hove, hi neighbor. I didn't want to deal with a mortgage, it's all paper. Big spindle, the garage is for big fenders. It's T-Baby, red vehicle, wheel bender. We was drinking them Shastas, now we leasing our masters. Don't you ever forget it's gangster grills, you bastards.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm gonna call this segment Dissecting the Edit because the photo's already done. I just wanted to peel back the layers and show you how I turned this photo to this final photo. I would show the entire process, but you know how it goes. When you're editing, you just wanna be in the zone, music's playing, podcast's playing. And the last thing I would want is to set up my camera, show you all the process of editing this whole photo and for it to turn out trash. So yeah, let's get into how I edited this final photo. So the reason we have two photos instead of trying to get it in one action shot is because I wanted the lighting on the shoe to be perfect. And I wanted to capture Miles in the perfect position of him like catching the shoe, leaving us with a beauty shot of the product and a photo of Miles falling forward with nothing to catch. So for this, he had to do a pretty good job of acting. So once you put the two photos together, you get something like this. And it looks crazy unrealistic right now. Like it looks like the shoe just like got copied and pasted here, which it obviously did. In order to fix that, I added some motion blur to the edges of the sneaker. This is what it looks like if you added motion blur to the full sneaker, but I definitely wanted some of the details of the sneaker to show. So I went ahead and brushed out a mask to just get the top layer of motion blur and a little of the bottom to show. That way it kind of looks like the sneaker is falling. That already made this pasted sneaker look a little more realistic. However, it looks a little too 2D at the moment. So I went ahead and added a shadow underneath onto Miles' hands. That way it shows that the sneaker is like right above his hands. I painted gray spots on where the shadow could be, changed the opacity to 70, and changed the blend mode to multiply. So that way we get more of a realistic shadow that shows through the hands. So now that the photo is about 90% of the way done, I went ahead and cleaned the background a little bit. This pole in the back didn't really add any element to the photo, so I decided to just AI it out and then add a couple more clouds just to give more depth to the background because it was kind of overcast that day. So I think just adding in the sky just created a little bit more oomph to the photo. And for the cherry on top, I didn't have to do this, but I noticed that in his glasses, you could see the reflection of the reflector, which I didn't really want. I could have either blacked it all out, or I went ahead and copied the sneaker and added them into the frame of the glasses to make it look like his attention was on the sneaker itself. Here's the final image as a whole. Let me know if you guys are curious about anything else in the editing process. Thank you for tuning in. We already got the next shoot planned for tomorrow. It's out in San Pedro in that famous basketball court that's always in the movies, so I'm excited to shoot there. As always, you let me know what you want to see from me next, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.